Hey everyone, Tony D and Little Joan here with Screenwriter's Rant on the Miseducation of Bindu. Little Joan is here because she won't sit still in her chair. So let's take a look at it. It's a high school movie, coming of age. David Arquette is in it as the stepdad, and it looks all right. Smash like and subscribe. Blah blah blah. Jesus, Joan. Your breath. Your breath is bad. Wow. I got a whiff of that. I got a whiff of that breath. Whew. I brush her teeth every night, but her breath smells like... Are you eating your own butt? I mean, because that's what it smells like. Anyhow, this is a coming-of-age movie. Sorry for the coughing. Coming-of-age movie about a Hindu girl in an American school. She's got a Hindu mother who married David Arquette. And now he's trying to put her in an American school, and she's not fitting in, and she gets picked on by this guy, and then she needs money to get out of a class. I don't know why. What kind of high school makes you pay $57 to get out of a class? That doesn't make any sense. Or is she in college? I don't know. And then this guy's picking on her on the left, which is weird, and then later... He kisses her in the pool, and then you're like, oh, he likes her. That's why he picked on her. So I've never bought into that sort of like, oh, I hate you so much, I'm going to pick on you. But no, I really love you. BS. Not in high school. Not in this day and age. I don't know. Was that a thing 50 years ago? It doesn't seem like a realistic storyline, but... That's a new trend in young adult fiction and erotic fiction. I happen to know. It's what is it called? It's called a frenemies story, right? Where the two main characters hate each other, and then by the end they become lovers. Because I don't know. I think publishers think women are the stupidest people who have walked God's green earth, and they fail to like write a good story where people fall in love. I've been in love with a lot of women over the years, and in high school and college or whatever. I never thought of bullying them. Maybe when I was like, I don't know, 8, if you pulled a girl's hair or something, but that would imply you kind of don't understand your feelings. In high school? No, I think that's just a weird story. I've never bought into it. But other than that, it looks like a standard coming-of-age movie. It's just going to be Hindi because this girl is Hindi. And that's the story, and her name's Bindu, and, there's a cool scene where she needs money to proctor out of the class. Again, I've never heard of that. What kind of schools are you running in California? You gotta force students to pay to get out of the class. Anyhow, she needs to raise $57, so she starts she's smart, so she starts charging the other students money for test answers and homework and whatnot. Yeah, okay. That's cool. But, that this guy is like so in love with her, the only thing he can think to do is harass her. Like, in this day and age, no, that doesn't fly. That doesn't fly at all. Does this movie take place in a alternate timeline? Like, what is it? Usually it's other girls that pick on girls and other guys who pick on guys, because otherwise, like, the handsome boy over here will be thrown out of school. You're picking on a girl, you pushed her in a pool, you assaulted her. Yeah, I mean, does this movie not take place in 2021? What year does it take place? I mean, that stuff didn't fly in the 80s when I was in high school. You couldn't beat up a girl. She could tell on you because, that was back when things were relatively normal. Now, forget it. My God. Oh, but we're in love. I never bought into that. But David Arquette's okay. Whatever. I mean, I think it'll be okay. The first act, she starts school there, and everybody picks on her because, I don't know, she's Bindu, and she's the main character. It all gets very tiresome, and then in the second act, she comes forward with a way to get out of a class for some reason, probably because the boy is in the same class. Has to raise $57 and then starts charging students money for test answers because she's smart. So she does that. Meanwhile, it's all about the relationship with her and her mother and David Arquette. And David Arquette is like the nice stepdad who's trying to help and get her, because, with girls, they hit the teenage years and they hate their mother. But the dads are like, oh, daddy's little girl. So she goes to the dad, and that kind of works. And, even though he put her in this position by insisting she go to an American high school, I guess, I don't know what alternative there would be. A private school? Maybe? For Hindu kids? Is there such a thing? Maybe. But, it's just high school. And it doesn't even look that bad, quite frankly, in the trailer. So the second act, she has all these trials and tribulations. Then the third act, she falls in love with the boy. Everything turns around. She becomes a wonderful, wonderful young woman, and David Arquette is a great stepdad, and everything's great. So, it's billed as a comedy movie. Yeah, mild laughs. This strikes me as something that would be on the Disney Channel. Be a good movie for your kids. Right? Be a harmless movie. Nothing crazy is going to happen here other than, the guy picks on her and then falls in love with her. Like, what a weird message to send to kids who are confused about the bullies in school. Oh, well, maybe he wants to date me. I don't think so. Don't listen to that part of the movie. Other than that, it's going to be harmless fluff. I wouldn't say it, but, if you need to kill 90 minutes and put your kid in front of a TV, there are worse things to show them. So that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Bitchute and Rumble, because, we do real videos over there. We can say whatever the hell we want on Bitchute and Rumble. We can't do that here, right, Joan? Oh, Joan has a lot to say. Oh, she has tons to say. Yes, you do. I know, don't say it here. And we'll see you tomorrow.